iPhone 17 Pro versus Vivo X300 Pro. Portrait mode comparison. Which of these is the portrait king? In this video, we are going to be comparing in two different categories for photos in portrait mode and videos in portrait mode. To assist me throughout this video, I've got Sita here with me as the model. I'll be taking her photos and videos for this video. Let's start off with the wider angle first. So on the Vivo X300 Pro, you've got 5 different focal lengths, the 24mm, 35, 50, 85 and 135mm. While on the iPhone 17 Pro, you've only got 3 focal lengths, which is the 1x, 2x and the 4x. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2.
The 1x on the iPhone 17 Pro and 24mm on the Vivo X300 Pro does a really good job in the portrait sections. However, you can see that the Vivo X300 Pro does lighten the skin of the model just a tiny little bit. And there is a difference in tone. The iPhone 17 Pro is slightly warmer as it was almost sunset time, but the Vivo X300 Pro compensates that warmth with a slightly cool tone. This then comes down to preferences, and personally for me, I would like the iPhone 17 Pro's colors because it's more true to life, even though it's slightly warmer, but it's just great that it is the more natural tone.
Okay, Sita, you can take a look at these. Which one do you prefer more?
We're going for this one.
Which one did you pick?
The Vivo.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm actually kind of surprised she prefers the Vivo over the iPhone. Now let's quickly swap over to the 50mm, which is the second option, or the 2x on the iPhone 17 Pro. The Vivo X300 Pro actually has another option, the 35mm, which is kind of a traditional film look, so you can do a bit more on this one. Nice, Sita. Keep going.
As for the 2x or 50mm section, once again both phones do a great job at capturing the details of the model. But once you start zooming in, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty part, you can see that the iPhone's starting to look just a little bit of focus on the model. This may be due to the portrait mode itself. However, when you look at the Vivo's portrait mode, the AI processing definitely helps to maintain the sharpness of the image. In this instance at least, I'll go with the Vivo X300 Pro.
Okay, Sita, so which one do you like now?
Oh, definitely this one.
Are you serious? Bro, if she
Whoa.
consistently picks Vivo. Have you been paid by Vivo to say this?
How'd you know?
No, but what do you feel is different?
I feel like it just look more radiant. Like, I don't know. There's more glow to it. And like, I don't know, the colors look nicer to me for some reason.
Does it feel more natural on the Vivo?
I don't feel like I look too fake, like AI.
Okay.
I just think that the colors look a lot nicer on here. But I still look like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's do one more here.
Okay.
Yeah. Just... Okay.
What?
Yeah, just lean on the wall and just like...
You know, the wall is still on the wall.
Bad at this.
When taking pictures in harsher lightings, especially with the weather this day and age, you would definitely need to manually adjust the exposure on your cameras. And when you do that, the results may vary just a little. For example, here you can see that despite adjusting the exposure, both the phones are struggling with the highlights just a bit. However, the Vivo X300 Pro's processing still allows for the image to have enough contrast, while the iPhone 17 Pro on the other hand seems a little bit washed out. Despite both phones' camera settings were set in portrait mode, the Vivo X300 Pro definitely does a lot better in this section.
So just to show you real quick what the 35mm looks like. Sita, please.
Just running out of poses.
3, 2, 1.
The 35mm is the most famous focal length when it comes to street photography. Once again, the details captured and the quality that is being post-processed by the Vivo X300 Pro is great. But personally, I still feel the 50mm does better than the 35mm with the Vivo X300 Pro.
Okay, now so we're gonna get Sita to stand here just behind these leaves to see how the edge separation works on both these phones.
This leaf is like blocking my view.
3, 2, 1. Okay, nice.
I hate nature.
When it comes to edge separation, both phones do pretty well, but you can definitely see the AI processing on both phones. For the iPhone 17 Pro, you can see that the bokeh effect behind the model is not that great. It does not look that natural. And while the Vivo X300 Pro seem to do a little better, you can see that it does eat into the model's hair. But outside of that, when you look into the foreground separation, the Vivo X300 Pro does a clear separation between the model's face and the leaves in front of her. The iPhone separation isn't as clear as the Vivo X300 Pro here.
Okay, quick compression comparison. So as you can see, the Vivo has 5 different focal lengths. There's got 24mm, 35mm, 50mm, 85 and the 135mm. Look at the options and the huge difference that the 24mm up to the 135mm offers you. As for the iPhone, there's 3 focal lengths. There's the 1x, 2x and 4x. They're all great, but the options are not as many as the Vivo. Let's do a more intense test. So there's a really harsh backlight there. I'm going to have Sita stand there and see which of these phones handle the backlight better.
During the extreme and harsh nature of the backlight test, you can see that both the phones are struggling a little. But the Vivo X300 Pro is doing just a little bit better than the iPhone 17 Pro once again. While the backlight is pushing the limits of the camera, the Vivo X300 Pro is still able to maintain details on the face of the model.
Looking at the results, I think the Vivo handles this a lot better.
I'm not dressed for this. Why is it so hot?
Now let's try a more zoomed in portrait. As you know, the max zoom on the iPhone 17 Pro is 4x, whereas on the Vivo X300 Pro, you can go up to 135mm. But for this comparison's sake, we'll try and put it together as close as possible. So 4x on the iPhone 17 Pro and 85mm on the Vivo X300 Pro. 3, 2, 1.
Coming into the telephoto region of the portrait photos, the 4x or 85mm should give you images with beautiful compression. And due to the 85mm on the Vivo X300 Pro not being exactly 4x, you can see there's a slight difference in compression here. However, in these samples where sunlight is there and harsh, the Vivo X300 Pro is once again excelling in taking in the harsh sunlight and processing beautiful images. The iPhone 17 Pro on the other hand is clearly struggling once again with the lens flare in this case.
Which one do you like more?
I still think the Vivo.
That's the first time I've heard.
I don't know, I just feel like this looks better, no?
Wait, so would you swap from your iPhone to a Vivo phone then? Wait, why? Why? Since the photos look so much better here. What's
It's
the
okay,
problem?
someone can just take it for me on their phone.
And that's airdrop it.
yeah.
Are you gonna airdrop it then?
So moving on to the video section, now we're going to test the iPhone 17 Pro's cinematic mode and the Vivo X300 Pro's new and improved portrait video. So let's see which one does better. So one thing you'll notice almost immediately is the iPhone 17 Pro has the 4K 30 frames per second option, but the Vivo X300 Pro has 4K 60 frames. So we're going to do the most exaggerated test, the widest aperture for both. So video performance, I feel like the iPhone 17 Pro does a lot better in terms of the color. It's consistent with the warmth, and the built-in stabilizer is really good. The edge separation is also consistent throughout the videos. Whereas the Vivo X300 Pro, the built-in stabilizer isn't that consistent, the color tone is a lot cooler, and the exposure is also jittery from time to time. As for the edge separation on the Vivo X300 Pro, it's not that great. You can definitely see that it's eating into her skin, the hair, all the time. So all in all, for the video section, I think the iPhone 17 Pro is the clear winner. So that's it for the test for today, guys. Which one do you guys think is nicer? Sita, which one do you prefer?
Honestly, probably the Vivo.
Why?
I think it's better than the iPhone just because of the coloring, and I like the glow that it gives me, and also like,
You like the processing a bit more?
I guess so, but also that the fact that I don't have to wear makeup, but it still kind of makes it look good.
Okay, nice.
And it doesn't look too artificial compared to other phones, so yeah.
So there you have it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, all of that, and I'll see you guys on the next one.